Okay, let me make sure I'm online. Okay. Hello, I'm Alex from A.P.Ink. So today I'm going to be swatching some new art supplies. So I got these watercolor pencils from Five Below. They were $5 before tax, which breaks down to about 14 cents a pencil, 36 pencils. So I've got a piece of watercolor paper. Let me just make sure I've got the right side. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is swatch these, and then the first one is broken, so I'm gonna have to sharpen this. I'm gonna create a big enough swatch that I can have some dry and then add some water to it so we can see what the color looks like wet. I apparently got a bit of a crumbly core in this first color. I got these at Five Below, like I said. Um, there was a couple of different sets that I could have chosen. Some in plastic kind of standing case where the lid kind of folded back. Um, excuse me, I think there were a couple of sets in a paper box. I picked these because I thought, 36 colors that would basically give you every color you could possibly dream of. The tip keeps breaking. Okay, I think I finally found a sturdy spot. Nope, it's still crumbling. This isn't necessarily a bad um indication of these pencils. Sometimes the cores just crumble for whatever reason. Maybe it got dropped somewhere from the somewhere between the factory and the store. This is the bad thing about buying box sets instead of open stock, because if anything happens to it, you can't just go and buy that color again. Okay, the tip seems loose, but we'll try it anyway. So unfortunately, that's how much pencil I ate through trying to find a sharp point. And again, it does seem um loose. So these pencils, it looks like the only indication is this color strip. So I think what I'll do is as I swatch them, I'm gonna number them, and then I think so I don't get them confused, I'll wrap a piece of tape around the end of the pencil and number them so we can kind of keep these in order so that when I go to reach for a color, I know what color I'm going for. Okay, so this is watercolor pencil, paper, and then it looks like these are artist concepts. I might be getting a bit too close on these, so for the next one, I'll try to space it out a little bit more. I don't want to run out of paper, but I don't want to kind of choke myself here either. I was recently at a craft store trying to find open stock watercolor pencils. I don't think it's a thing. I mean, at least in the Michaels that is near me, regular colored pencils, sure. The store brand, Faber-Castell, um, I think Prismacolor. Okay, I might have to make these a little bit smaller because I think I'm going to run out of room. Also, apologies if you can hear my fan on in the background. Um, we're going through a bit of a heat wave, so to speak. I'm looking forward to actually using these. So it looks like we're getting into kind of some flesh tones here. I mean, that could count as a flesh tone, but there's the brown tones. Few more. Okay, so I'm gonna go through, and I think the bottom half of these activate them. So I just have a water brush here and a rag, paper towel. So not only will we see what these pencils look like after they're wet, but hopefully by the time I get to the bottom color here, these will be dry so we can see how much the water picks up all of the pigment versus having like a shadow left behind from where I had scribbled. Trying to make sure that my brush is clean in between these colors. I'm not trying to mix colors. That's a nice vibrant orange. just adding the water to it, that kind of pinky color, I don't know, wait and see what it looks like after it dries, but it almost completely went away. Of course, with some of these, to layer up the color, because this is another one where wait and see what it looks like after it dries. But this um, pale flesh tone basically disintegrated when I added water. Not that it was all that dark to begin with, just checking the camera view. You guys can actually kind of see that. Okay, I think what I'll do from here, just to kind of test these pencils a little bit more, I'm going to grab red, yellow, and I'm trying to decide between these two. So red, yellow, and blue. And I'm going to pull the color direct from the pencil with the brush and see what if we can get kind of um a primary color mixed to secondary color. So red, I think I'll do just a bit because I'm going to do yellow and then blue, and I want to see how we can go with a purple mix. Try to go fast enough. As I don't know if we'll see how much we can reactivate the color after it's had a minute to dry. So to try to mix a kind of yellow here, or orange here rather. As I've said this before, if you do this technique, I heavily suggest that you let it dry, the pencils dry, before you just put them away. Of course, this yellow is really, really pale, translucent, so I would probably have to add a lot more yellow in layers to try to build that up, because I think once that dries it's just going to look blue. But let's see how much we can reactivate these colors and try to get something close to a purple. I think I oversaturated the paper because it looks like I've worked the paper up enough that the it's kind of beaded up. Okay. But yeah, I'm looking forward to using these. It's too bad about that first color. This is just my experience though. Your experience might be different if you try these pencils. I'm going to put these back because I still need to number them, but so that they can start to dry. Okay, I am going to leave this one here. Thank you to anybody who watched or watches. If you enjoy this content, not necessarily this content, but any of my actual art content, please make sure that you're following me, or that you're subscribed and that your notifications are turned on. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.